West, and this is Studio 7 on YouTube West. And today I'd like to talk to you about a 2019 movie called Ad Astra, starring Brad Pitt. It also stars Liv Tyler, Tommy Lee Jones, and Donald Sutherland. And I don't really know where to begin with this movie other than to say that it is a story more than it is a movie. You're going to see other reviews, or you might see other reviews, and other reviewers might build it up into this giant space story that comes to this incredible conclusion, and we're all waiting to see it, but that's not true. We weren't waiting to see it. Matter of fact, we're fighting to stay awake through it. And that's a sad comment, and maybe you're going to turn me off right here, but at least let me try and finish up the review because I'm going to make this pretty quick. When you have Tommy Lee Jones, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you had one incredible actor, a star. But his star power, his ability to hold, is obviously waning a little bit, and that's okay. The rules should reflect that. But you should at least use him, not use his name to move your idea of a movie. When you have Donald Sutherland, who can still act, can still produce, can still characterize, and still participate in a movie, you should use him and not just use his name to get you through. And when you have Liv Tyler, who is still a good actress, who is still interested in her craft, who is still good looking enough to carry people's attention, you should use her instead of using her name. And Brad Pitt shouldn't need to use anybody's name because his own performance should be good enough. So let's go over the cast again. You got Brad Pitt, Donald Sutherland, Tommy Lee Jones, Liv Tyler as your four big names, and then you have a bunch of other characters who are seen more in the movie than they are, and yet nobody knows who they are, or if you do, you're exceptional, because I didn't recognize any of them. This story basically is that Brad Pitt is the son of a famous space explorer, and he's ends up, because he's in the space program, just like his dad, supposedly going to go and find out what happened to his dad and solve a mystery. The only mystery is who paid for this movie, because it's not good enough. The acting is poor. The narrative is excellent. The story is pretty good, but it's not good enough to carry you through the movie. The filming is great. The effects are wonderful. But those aren't enough to carry you through the narrative story itself. It's a sleeper. It's going to put you to sleep. There is no reason that you should go see this movie in the theater and pay over $12.50 for it, which is why I went to the Studio Movie Grill, because that's what the tickets cost there. But if somebody said, hey, $17, let's go see this movie, you have paid at least $5 too much. Rent this thing when it comes to Vudu for $3.99, or see it on free for Netflix, but do whatever you've got to do to save your money. Go see something better. I think it's called the Peanut Butter Falcon, I would imagine, is going to be better than this movie was. And it's really unfortunate because you have Brad Pitt. You shouldn't be able to go wrong, but it's a sleeper. And the fact that other reviewers are out there telling you, oh, it was debuted at the Toronto Film Festival, and it was wonderful, and everybody said, oh, this is great. If you take in all the meaning of the movie, if you listen to the entire story, if you are willing to accept the lack of movement and action truly in the story, then you're going to like this movie, and you're going to come out going, I didn't waste my money completely. The problem is that most viewers are not going to sit around and wait that long. They're going to look at their phone at this movie. And there's no reason to go to a theater and waste your time. There's going to be some better movies coming out. I know it. There have to be, sooner or later. This just isn't one of them. I'm sorry. Did I like the movie? Yes. I liked the movie. I paid attention to the story. I understood what Brad Pitt was talking about, and how, when he got to the end, he came to the conclusion that he did, and I feel for him. That's great. The problem is your general moviegoer today is just not going to wait that long. And when I do these reviews to you folks, I want to be the honest reviewer, so I'm going to be the honest reviewer here. I have a 50% location in my scale just for these movies. It's not the first 3 stars, which indicates that it's bad. It's not the last 3 stars, which indicate it's good. You're going to get a 4 out of 7 movie right here. And the only reason why you get that is because there is a story here to be found, and it's filmed really well. But to throw away 3 of these unique star powers and to interject all this other action just to keep the audience awake enough to listen to Brad Pitt's narrative, it's just not worth it. I'm sorry. I really expected more. I really wanted to stay on the edge of my seat and take it. Believe me when I say this wasn't what I expected, and I'm not holding that against it. Ad Astra. All I can say is it's good, but it ain't great. I really think that Brad Pitt missed the boat on this one. And it happens, and you got to be willing to say it. For Studio 7, I'm Bob West on YouTube West. Thank you very much.